Hey, beautiful. Welcome back to Spilling the Word. I'm so excited you're here for day 10 of our Christmas journey together. If you've been following along, you know we've been unwrapping the most incredible stories of the season. And today we're diving into something that will absolutely shift your perspective on who God chooses to use. Picture this: it's the middle of the night, probably around 2 a.m. You know that time when the world feels completely still and you're either scrolling through your phone or lying there thinking about everything? Well, there were these shepherds outside Bethlehem doing their job, watching sheep in the darkness. These weren't the influential people of their time. They weren't the ones invited to fancy dinner parties or asked for their opinions on important matters. Society basically ignored them. But here's where it gets absolutely mind blowing. Heaven decided to throw the biggest reveal party of all time. And guess who got the VIP invitation? Not the politicians in their marble halls, not the religious leaders in their pristine temples, not the wealthy merchants counting their coins. Nope. God chose the night shift workers in a field. Suddenly, an angel shows up with heaven's glory blazing around them, like the most incredible light show you've ever seen. And these shepherds, they were terrified. I mean, wouldn't you be? One minute you're having a quiet night with some sheep, and the next minute supernatural beings are lighting up your entire world. But listen to what the angel says: don't be afraid. I'm bringing you good news that's going to bring incredible joy to all people, not just some people, not just the important people, all people. This message was so significant that heaven couldn't wait for a more convenient time or a more prestigious audience. Think about what this reveals about God's heart. He could have announced Jesus' birth anywhere to anyone. He could have chosen the palace where King Herod lived, surrounded by gold and servants. He could have picked the temple where all the religious ceremonies happened. Instead, he chose working people who were just trying to make it through another ordinary night. This tells us something revolutionary about how God operates. He doesn't wait for us to clean up our act or achieve some level of importance before he shows up in our lives. He meets us right where we are, in our regular Tuesday night moments, in our ordinary circumstances, in our everyday struggles. Maybe you're watching this video during one of those ordinary moments right now. Maybe you're feeling pretty invisible lately, like nobody really sees the hard work you're putting in day after day. Perhaps you're the one holding your family together behind the scenes, or you're grinding through a job that doesn't feel very glamorous, or you're in a season where you feel completely overlooked. The shepherd story is for you. God sees you in your field. He sees you in your late night worry sessions. He sees you when you're doing the thankless work that keeps everything running smoothly. And just like he chose those shepherds to be the first ones to hear about the Savior, he chooses you too. Here's what gets me emotional every single time I think about this story. After the angels left and the shepherds went to see baby Jesus for themselves, they didn't keep it quiet. They became the first evangelists, telling everyone they met about what they had witnessed. God took these forgotten men and made them the first messengers of the gospel. You know what this means for your life. Your ordinary doesn't disqualify you from being used by God in extraordinary ways. That job you think is too simple, that role you play that feels insignificant, that season of life where you feel like you're just surviving, God can use all of it. He specializes in taking overlooked people and giving them front row seats to his greatest works. During this Christmas season, I know there's pressure to make everything perfect. Social media shows us these picture perfect family gatherings and flawless holiday spreads. And we start thinking we need to perform our way into God's favor. But the shepherds remind us that God's love isn't about our performance. It's about his heart for ordinary people living ordinary lives. The good news the angel announced wasn't conditional. It wasn't good news for people who have it all together or good news for those who've earned it. It was good news for all people. That includes you exactly as you are in whatever field you find yourself tonight. As we continue this Christmas countdown together, I want you to remember that you're not too ordinary for God to use. You're not too broken, too busy, or too behind in life. The same God who chose shepherds to receive the first announcement about Jesus is the same God who sees you and chooses you today. Every time you see shepherds in a nativity scene this year, let them remind you of this truth. Every time you hear this story at Christmas programs or church services, remember that it's not just ancient history, it's a personal invitation to believe that God's good news is for you too. Here's a prayer for you today. Lord, thank you for seeing me even when I feel unseen. Help me to rest in your joy and share your good news with others this Christmas. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about the manger itself and how God meets us in the humblest places. But for today, rest in this. You are seen, you are chosen, and the joy of heaven is yours. The good news that changed everything isn't just for other people, it's for you.